Radio check, radio check, radio check, radio check. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hi Innovation 202X, Lewis Skipperton, Google, Sparks Fly, Paula, RS, Danish, Rusty. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. Today we have the Belgian Grand Prix for the sprint qualifying weekend format. Today we have the sprint race right now after the sprint shootout that happened a few hours ago. How are y'all doing today? We almost didn't meet today. I was almost not here because last night, as I was, well, after dinner and everything, I started like feeling a sore throat creeping in, started aching and it was really bad and it got worse and worse and worse. And I did pretty much everything to make it disappear. I gargled with salt water. I got a tea with honey. I took an ibuprofen and stuff, and it worked out. Yeah, last night I went to sleep and I was feeling really bad, and today I woke up and I was perfectly fine. So yeah, we're good. We're here. When is it starting? Just under 15 minutes. Visibility is good. I have absolutely no clue. No stream as of yet, so we don't really know. But yeah, we are here and a lot has happened since the last time we saw each other. It's been a crazy week. Safnauer is gone. That's good. That's really good. Why is so late? Because the session was delayed. Safnauer was fired, which is great news. So was Loren Rossi. So yeah, that's great news. We can finally start rooting for Alpine again. So that's great. Yeah, I mean the people that got rid of Prost, Budkowski, Piastri, Alonso, who else? Prix. Yeah, they got rid pretty much of every single important person in the team. Zhou and you as well. And yeah, now they are gone. So that's good. That's good news. I bet everyone's pretty excited about that. If it happens again, make sure to have 3 liters of water with you. Yeah, I have a liter here right here with me. But yeah, that's great news. Other than that, it's been a pretty calm week. Not much really happened. Well, we got some news on the Aston Martin situation. Why are they slow once again now? Apparently, that was because of a botched upgrade. Yeah, so the upgrade didn't work, and it was actually making the car slower, and they just didn't figure it out until this weekend. So well, luckily this has been now figured out and hopefully will be sorted for the next few races. Right now we have the summer break after the winter break, whatever you want to call it, the break after this. So we won't have Formula 1 until the 26th. That's almost a month from today to the Dutch Grand Prix. It's really weird to have the Belgian Grand Prix before the break, isn't it? Am I late? No, you're not late. Google, stop. So yeah, tell me, guys, what's going on with you? How are you? What questions do you have? Hopefully Aston will bounce back. Cupcake Clown. I don't really think they will do it this year, perhaps next season. But I can definitely see them making a step forward a little bit. The Aston has bouncing problems. Not porpoising, it just has to bounce back from the bottom. That's the thing. Aston didn't have enough R&D points to buy it again. Nice. Yes, normally buys the first race after the summer break. Yeah, it was unexpected. I don't know. I feel like okay, it came in way too early, and now like we have to wait a month until the next race. It's weird after Spa. Do you expect Joe to have a seat next year? I do. I really do. I think he's doing a great job. I think he's one of the I don't want to say greatest young drivers, but well, yeah, I think he's doing a great job. I think he's been really unlucky this season. Well, through his Formula One career this year and last year as well. But I really do think he's got what it takes to be a competitive driver. I mean, he consistently is faster than Bottas, so for me that's good enough. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I would be really surprised if it didn't get renewed, because he's not. I mean, he's there on merit, honestly. Will Ferrari mess up Charles Pole again? Yeah, of course. But I mean, thing is, next week, well, next week, tomorrow we have the actual race, the one that we qualified for yesterday, and Max Verstappen's got a 5-place grid drop, which means Leclerc is on effective pole position. We'll be starting from P1 for Sunday, but Verstappen's just so much faster. I mean, he qualified 8 tenths of a second faster than Leclerc yesterday, and that was on 1 lap pace, which is usually not the biggest forte for the Red Bull. So that means they will be even quicker tomorrow, which, yeah, I mean, I'm not really expecting them to be slow, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we wait 3 to 5 laps until we see Verstappen out in front once again, just on pure pace. Strategy will be very important in the sprint race. Yeah, it depends on what tire people start. But yeah, I mean, the switch from dries to from wets to dries is usually a very important point of, you know, making up a lot of places. Let's see, George ruined Lewis's lap. Yeah, I mean, they didn't report or anything because, well, that would be just between teammates, you know. Ultimately the one that that would, yeah, I mean, Lewis Hamilton would benefit, but you know, it would just ruin George's race, so I don't think they will do anything about that one. 74 DRS zones, yes. Why weren't you live here for the sprint shootout? Because I don't do the sprint shootouts, because that was what we decided at the start of the year. We will talk about that. We'll have a new schedule for the upcoming races after this one. So, thoughts on Ricardo? I think he will do good. I think he will do, yeah, good. I mean, I don't really see points right now because, well, with the early end to SQ2, there's the Williams and the Aston Martins, which are quicker than the Alpha, that will be starting behind him. So I wouldn't see him keeping that 11th place. I think mostly, yeah, the second Aston will be moving up a lot through the race because they have some more pace here. They show that during what little running we had so far this weekend, but we'll have to see for sure once we actually get going. Are you commentating tomorrow? Yes, I will. I have Windy open next to your stream. I don't want more delays. I don't know what Windy is. Who will win this sprint and why will it be Max? Because he's on the quickest car and he's the quickest driver. Is it possible that Piastri will expose Norris as an ordinary driver? I don't want to say ordinary because I think he's a pretty great driver, but perhaps it will be shown. Perhaps he will show that maybe he's been a bit overrated during the past few seasons. Do you know if McLaren's fixed Lando's floor for the sprint? I don't know the extent of the damage, but I wouldn't be surprised that if it was fixed. Let's hope that it is. In worst case scenario, it will be fixed for tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, so people are starting the... Oh! Rain is coming. It is currently raining in the circuit, but Red Bull are fitting soft. Honestly, I have no idea. It is raining in some parts of the circuit, not on the start-finish line, and that's where they are putting... Yeah, it just started raining. Everyone's getting out their umbrellas. They just fitted softs to Max Verstappen's car, but I don't know for how long they will be on that car. Yeah, it just started raining. Umbrellas coming out, yes. Let's hope that we actually get going with this race, honestly. Remember 20... Was it 21? Yeah, I think it was... Well, was it the 2020? No, it was 2021. Yeah, 2021, the race that never actually started. Wow. That was just a complete and absolute nightmare. Oh no, not again, yeah. Yeah, we waited 3 hours here on stream. Nothing really happened. I remember I went to get something to eat. Went and bought something to eat, cooked it, and came back, and we still had no news. Yeah, we're gonna get inters. We're gonna get inters or full wets. It's actually raining like rain, not drizzle. It's rainy now. Verstappen, yeah, I don't know what's going on with those soft tires, but looks quite windy as well. Yes, yes, it does. Oh, Haas are rolling off the wet tires off the grid. Full wets, not the inters. They're probably gonna start on the inters. Some people are gambling on dry tires. I have no idea what's going on there, but yeah, since the circuit is so big, it's bone dry on the start finish line. But it's like fully completely raining in like turn 5 in the turn 5 to 7 complex, and on the end of the second to third sector as well. How long will it take? Let's hope it doesn't get delayed. I mean, it's just a little rain. We can surely get going with this. But if it gets delayed again, my god. Everyone's like, yeah, that wouldn't really make much sense. Turn 15, heavy rain. Okay, so it was around turn 15, the heavy rain. Haas did nothing but make bad strategy goals this weekend. I see them fucking up again. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, for those of you who didn't get to see this, okay, yeah. I was just thinking, did I have breakfast today? Yeah, I did. For those of you who didn't get to see it, Hülkenberg did not get to cross the line in time to set a lap in SQ1. So that's just completely embarrassing. Starting behind the safety car, I don't really know if we are actually starting at all right now. The feed has just ended, the stream has ended. Okay. Now it's restarting. Let's switch the stream to the international feed. Let's see about that latency. That was just a pre-show. Yeah, I know it was the pre-show. But we were looking at the rain and stuff, and yeah, I mean, okay, right now, yeah, is sprint qualifying time. Let's hope that it's not delayed again. "2021 over again." My god, please no. "2021." If it was 2021 over again, yeah, I mean, we can just call this one off. What does INT stand for? Interval. That's the interval between the drivers. Start delayed. Start has been delayed again. Okay, yeah, let's go over the starting grid. We have Nico Hülkenberg starting in 20th place alongside Zhou Guanyu in P19. Then it's Kevin Magnussen in 18th place next to Valtteri Bottas with the other Alpha in P17. Then it's going to be Yuki Tsunoda in the Alpha Tauri in P16 alongside Alonso, who didn't get to set a time in SQ2. Lance Stroll, who also didn't get to set a time in SQ2, alongside Logan Sargent in P13, who also didn't get to set a time in SQ2. Alex Albon, who didn't get to set a time in SQ2, will be starting alongside Daniel Ricciardo, who was the only driver to set a time from the bottom 5. Then it's going to be George Russell in P10 next to Esteban Ocon, Checo Perez in 8th place with Lewis Hamilton in 7th. It's going to be in 6th place Pierre Gasly with the top Alpine next to Lando Norris in P5. It's going to be P4 for Charles Leclerc alongside his teammate Carlos Sainz in 3rd place. It will be P2 for Oscar Piastri with his best qualifying ever in Formula 1 alongside Max Verstappen, who of course got pole position once again. Not for a lot this time, but yeah, it was okay. And now the tents are rolled out and everything. Yep, it's been delayed by 10 minutes? 10 minutes. Delayed by 10 minutes, the start there. Yeah, I think the softs are coming off the Red Bull. I wouldn't be surprised to see them actually fitting something other than dry weather tires on this wet circuit. It's actually full raining right now. Oh god, it's gonna be full wets. It's gonna be full wets right now. Raining cats and dogs. Why delay? Because it's raining too much. Same as last year. No. It was 2 years ago. Yeah, 21. It's getting a little bit. Oof. We won't get going in 10 minutes. We definitely will not get going in 10 minutes. We'll have another delay. Going to have a wreck in the first corner. Yeah, I think it will be a safety car start. So that's going to be at least to mitigate disasters in the first corner. Formation lap in 8 minutes, yeah. I mean, that's what they say, Jose. They also said 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes in 2021. Is tomorrow wet also? Yeah, hopefully not as much as this one, because this one brings delays, and that's not good. I think it's easing up a little bit. Let's hope that it's easing up. The delay will be definitely extended. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. Oh, Gasly took his helmet off. Yeah, it's not gonna be 10 minutes. It's gonna be more than that. They're trying to suffocate a child. Yeah, I saw. It was like completely wrapped in foil, you know, in plastic foil. Let's hope that it had at least 2 holes for breathing. A kid in a plastic bag. That was definitely something new. Race control, delayed start. Oof. We're now seeing the drains that are getting water. Like, they're not draining. They're getting water out. Or that's... Oh no, that's the inside of the apex. Okay. No, actually, I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's water coming out of tubes. So I don't know if that's intended or not. This is your reminder about Safnauer. Thank you, Jasper. Yeah, I mean, we already kind of touched on that. Safnauer's out of Alpine. They sacked him along with Laurent Rossi, which is extremely good news. Let's hope that Alpine can actually be a decent and serious team again. Because, yeah, ever since Safnauer joined, it's been just a circus and a complete clown show. And I was even surprised that it lasted that long, even after what he did with, you know, alongside Rossi, with Prost, Frey, Alonso, Zhou, Piastri, Budkowski. Why did they sack Budkowski? Well, you know, it's been a crazy ride, and now the rumors are that Binotto is gonna be coming and replacing the Peter Griffin. So sure, yeah. The late start. Oh, okay, yep. It's definitely in yeah, it's definitely indefinitely delayed. Binotto, yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, sorry. I thought it was dry already, but no, it was just under the roof. Can't race in this. No, really can't. No. But looks like the rain is easing up actually. Yeah, I think we may actually get some running. It doesn't look like it's raining that much, if at all, anymore. So perhaps quando comincia in 5 minuti, probablemente. Let them fit wheel covering body to reduce the spray, and let the FIA dictate which tires to wear to force everyone to do the same. There's a fine line between safety and ruining a sport. Yeah, but those also like they could all fit wet tires. That's no problem. But oh my god, that's the medical car making a lap around the track, and the amount of spray is insane. Um, I would say what we need here is, you know what they use in NASCAR? Those cars to clear water, the trucks. Next heavy shower is expected in 2 to 3 minutes. Oh god, so yeah, we're not gonna get going anytime soon. But what I was saying is, remember do you know those cars that they use in NASCAR and in IndyCar to clear circuits out? Well, we need those. We need those. How many laps? If we ever get going, I think it's 54. Safety car start? Yeah, it's definitely going to be a safety car start if we ever get actually going. Oh yeah, of course. Happy birthday, Alonso. I did a very emotional and an emotive post on Twitter, or X. It's now called X. I'm not gonna call it X, but yeah, on Twitter I posted something that, yeah, um, a bit of a happy birthday post for Alonso. So if you wanna go there and check that until we get going again, it's at. I changed my ad not long ago. It's at Ryan F1. So yeah, you can go and look that one up and see what a little thread that I posted there in Twitter. And yeah, it's an important person in my life, you know. Whereas the sprint race, not the full race. Yeah, I know. People always say Spa usually rains at the track located in the highlands and mountains. Yeah, it usually does rain. But 2 times in the last 3 years we've had a delayed start due to it, and this year looks to be a bit of a repeat of 2021. Let's hope that if we get a formation lap going, that's already a lap of the race. So I think they won't make the same mistake to not be able to move the race forward. Yeah, they have the wet weather tires, but they cannot use them because of the spray. The spray is too much. That's what they have these conditions are what they have the wet weather tires for, but they just can't use them. This will be a boat race in a few minutes. Yeah, the size of the cars doesn't need to be altered for this to be a boat race. Rain is not a surprise. It's called Spa for a reason. Nice. Yeah, 15 laps we're gonna get today. Yeah, I don't know where I read 50 45, but oh, I see now. Yeah, it's clearly 15. I don't know what I saw, but it was clearly wrong. Very delay. all day when they do one tour at the end, so they don't have to pay the public. Oh God, it's really raining right now. Yeah, it's the pit lane. Well, the start finish line is flooded right now. Yeah, we're not gonna race anytime soon, honestly. Imagine if Spa was still the old layout that covered way more land area. There will be rainy and dry spots all over the place. Well, you know, like the 24 hours of Le Mans that we had this year. That was insane. That was insane. We had parts of the circuit where it was literally bone dry, like not a drop of water. And then on the end of the Mulsanne, I think it was, like it was so rainy that cars were just going straight off, aquaplaning, just not managing to make any corners due to the dry weather tires. It was insane. What a good race this year's 24 Hours of Le Mans. It was I feel it was one of the best races like I ever saw live. At least the best one in the last few years, that's for sure. The Mulsanne Strait was downright underwater. Yeah, it was insane. It was insane. Okay. So Norris's team radio just got an update. So we are waiting for the rain to stay here until 20 past. So about, I would say, pretty much 10 more minutes until the rain is done. A little bit under 10 minutes. And then we'll have to wait for it to drain a little bit. And after that, we will get a safety car start. That's the idea, at least. We've got 15 laps. So yeah, it will be mandated for all the drivers to be on wets. Hi from the Czech Republic. Hi Miroslav, how are you? Gonna make some steak. This will take a while. Yeah, I will. 2021 had everything except the race. Exactly. Yes. Quite clear now. Prototype racing are more fun than F1 now. Yeah. I mean, we've had quite a few really boring races in the 24 hours of Le Mans. 24 hours in the WEC season this so far. I'm talking about Monza, about Portimao. Those were some absolute disasters. Yeah, but we've also had some really good races, like, well, the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which was the first race to have the ballast and the weight increases for equaling out the field. It was insane. We had Peugeots, we have Porsches, the customer Porsche, the Ferraris, the Toyotas. Everyone was leading at one point. It was wonderful. It was marvelous. And next year we'll also be getting BMW. We'll be getting Acura, Lamborghini. The rain should, okay, so Leclerc says the rain should stop in 5 minutes, then we have a gap of an hour with no rain. Okay, so they will have to get that one, within that hour. Yeah, okay, so that was Leclerc's team radio. So this will probably actually happen, and they will have to get going quick as soon as the rain stops. How good was that NASCAR car? Oh my god, the NASCAR. The Garage 56 NASCAR. The Camaro was just the sound. Oh, the sound. It was so good. Oh, the Cadillacs also led the race at one point. Yeah, the Cadillacs and the Camaro are like my two favorite cars of the weekend of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Absolutely insane. The sound. Oh my god, the sound. that naturally aspirated V8 of the Cadillac is insane, and the NASCAR is a NASCAR. It was faster than all of the LMGTE cars as well, so that was good. Unfortunately, it didn't really qualify for anything since it's in its own category. But damn. Hey mate, from Mercedes fan. Hi there, sure. How are you, dude? Oh my god, it's really raining a lot. It's a river. It's all rouge, you know? Okay, sorry. Le Mans 1955 has something to say. That wasn't fun. This was fun. The Garage 56 car had too many changes to call it a NASCAR. No, it was a NASCAR chassis. Gunther Stein. Nice. It was still a NASCAR chassis with a full team of NASCAR drivers, NASCAR tires, NASCAR pit stops. The only thing that was changed was it now had a bigger fuel tank, a bit of a tuned engine. Well, the engine actually was pretty much the same. Lights, a bigger fuel tank, some safety features, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, it was a NASCAR. It was a NASCAR title, but it was like approved by it was NASCAR. Yeah, it wasn't NASCAR like regulation tires, but it was a co-developed project with NASCAR. It wasn't like oh, my dog is your biggest fan. It's a little cute dog. It was co-developed with NASCAR. It wasn't like okay, we're just gonna take this car, we're gonna modify it completely, and we're gonna put it in Le Mans. It was a joint project, you know. Bring Bridgestone back to F1, allow teams to play with their fuel loads, and scrap the RS. I don't really know about fuel. I would love to scrap the RS, but I think right now it's something that's pretty much needed. And yeah, the tires should definitely be there should definitely be a litigation process, and someone other than Pirelli should take the Formula One tires, be it Bridgestone, be it Michelin. Hopefully Michelin again, but yeah, I really doubt that one. The late start once again. How's the weather? It's still raining. V10 or hybrid? I would actually do. We talked about this, didn't we? I think we talked about this last time. I would love to see. Imagine a Formula One that is a hybrid plant with an electric power pack and a rotary engine. A twin rotor with a hybrid with an electric counterpart. It would just be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, so the sun's coming out a little bit, looks like. What's your take on allowing DRS after a successful pass? It just depends on the nature of the circuit. I mean, you cannot really activate and disable DRS car by car on a pass by pass basis. I think there's a system that needs to be revised there. Sounds so unreliable. They are not the new generation of rotary engines are not unreliable. That's a bit of a myth. Yeah, definitely. Imagine 20 twin rotors blasting it around Spa. Oh my god, the sound across the forest. My god. Insane. It would be like the sound of a V10 without the actual environmental impact of a V10. Formation will start. Okay, formation lap will start in just over 10 minutes. Oh, look, a tractor. Oh, hey, there's a tractor blowing off the rain like I said they needed to do. Hold on. That tractor looks familiar. Stroll? I think that's Stroll's Aston Martin, guys. I think the green tractor was Stroll's Aston Martin. Huh. Nice to see that they put him out on the track to try out the circuit. What channel is this on? This is on the Racing Statistics channel on YouTube. Stroll the janitor. Yeah. It's probably faster. Oh yeah, it was setting purple sectors all across. Personal bests. Stroll making up for how he messed up everyone's SQ2. Yes. Yes. Six-cylinder two-stroke for F1, please. Mazda 787B. My god, yes. Yes. Well, yesterday I was actually, well, for the past few days, I've been playing with some such a nerd thing to do, but whatever. I'll tell you guys anyway. I was playing with, there's a Steam engine simulator on Steam. It's free. It's completely free, and it's super fun. It was made by a guy here on YouTube. I don't really remember the name now, but it was made for a YouTube video, and now he uploaded it to Steam, and it's really fun to play around with. And he also has it's not on Steam, but he also has a an engine simulator with a lot of stuff, with like with a lot of controls, the dyno and stuff, and it's really fun. I was just playing around with the rotaries. There's a four rotor there. There's a Ferrari 312. I think it's a 312 V2 V12, and it's insane. I mean, you have to put the ignition, the starter. You have to depress the clutch, slowly apply the throttle and release the clutch, and like move up the gears. And there's a dyno that you can test the horsepower on, and there's like a diagram of the actual engine working with the strokes and stuff. It's super fun, fully recommended. So yeah, it's by there. That's it. It's Anch the Great. Anch the Great. That's his YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Aditya Tama. Thank you so much, Aditya Tama. Yeah, that's Anch the Great. That's the YouTube channel. You should definitely check that one out. It's super fun. And if you're not like into the more complex controls of the actual engine simulator, there's the Steam engine that's on Steam. That's a bit of an ironic twist. It's a lot of fun. It's got some achievements that you're gonna want to achieve, and if you're into that, if you're like into that part of the mechanical engineering of everything, it's super fun. It's super fun. Formation lap will be started behind the safety car with weather tires. Okay, so yeah, that's a fact. So we'll get going. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. In just under 10 minutes. Ryan casually getting sponsored. Oh, it's not a sponsor. I mean, I wish it was a collab, but it's not a sponsor. Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing that I've been enjoying this week. I've been having a lot of fun with, and I just wanted you guys to know, because if you're into that kind of stuff, you will also have a lot of fun too, and that's what we're here for in the end of the day, to have fun. Why wet? Isn't the tractor blowing water away? Yeah, but it's still too wet. Just to make sure that everything is, that the cars are planted. Okay, so is that a... What's that? Is that like a restaurant on like in the middle of the air? Holy, that's insane. That's like a restaurant suspended in the air. That's yeah. That's big. I even dozed off and woke up and it's not yet starting. We will get going in just under 10 minutes, guy. Don't worry. Race should start normal and makes it more interesting. I want to see drivers fighting for the first corner. Yeah, I want to as well, but oh well. Are you in uni? If yes, then what's your major? Yes, I am. I should be finishing in a year and a half. Right now, well, on Monday I start again with the second semester of the year, and my major is in communications, where I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be specialized in journalism. So, because I actually want to do this for the rest of my life, in a more like professional manner. Like in I want to be there. I want you to listen to me, but not on YouTube, but on like the actual Formula One stream. That's my aim. So I think we're doing pretty good so far. I think we're doing pretty good. Don't forget about us when you make it big. Guys, you will come with me when we make it big. At this point, I think it will be dumb not to bid for Inters as soon as it starts. Yeah. Of course, I mean, it will of course depend on the other parts of the circuit, but from what we're seeing on the start-finish straight, yeah, it would make sense. Aston Martin Valkyrie, the next safety car. Ooh, imagine that one. Yeah. You should go to F1 journalism. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Certified Ryan F1 master plan in the making. Yeah, I mean, I've also like my YouTube channel, my personal channels, like my portfolio of the work that I've done so far. And on here, I actually, yeah, I mean, the commentary that I do on the weekends is also of great help. For once again, thank you to the John for allowing me to be on his channel. This is not my channel. Lots of people think it is. It's not. This is a bit of a partnership, I would say, collaboration. Yeah. Well, look at your studies. Thank you, Beef and Barley. Don't be biased like the rest when you get there. Dude, I'm actually planning on doing my thesis on the bias of journalism in Formula One. I've kind of already I kind of already started. I'm talking about the most obvious kind of bias, which is British bias against, well, through the years against Fernando Alonso, now against Max Verstappen as well, which is, I think, a super interesting topic. It's not, of course, it's not generalized. It's not that every British journalist is biased, but there's a big quantity of them that are. And I want to do some specific cases and talk about some specific drivers and journalists and such, which is really interesting. I've got a lot to talk about, and it's gonna be an interesting piece of work to do. I'm gonna be fully starting it, I think, next year, and yeah, I mean, it will be in Spanish, so I don't really know if you guys are gonna be able to read it. But if you want to, I can I can post it when I'm done. Maybe they could do it without a formation lap. If there's a risk of raining, we don't need a formation lap. Yes, we are going to be doing a safety car start, so that means a formation lap with the safety car. Universities usually start in October. No, they start in March. In other words, he's writing about Crofty. No, I'm not. I am definitely not. We're gonna do a read along on the channel. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's do this. You think Crofty is biased? I never said that. No, he's not a case of study of one of the people I'm looking into. No, that's just not it. Oh, so Dutch commentators aren't biased. I never said that. I'm just gonna be investigating some British journalists. It's not to say that other journalists are not biased. That doesn't make any sense. I cannot talk about every single biased journalist in the world, mostly because I don't understand most of what they're saying. This is just the case that I'm studying, that I want to speak on, because I find it interesting and I understand what people are saying because I speak in English, as you guys may have been able to detect, let's say. We're all biased. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, fans should be biased. That's what makes the sport fun. But journalists, journalists can be biased, but not in the way they show their work. You know, they can have a favorite driver and a favorite team, and they can hate another driver. I mean, we all do. We all have our favorites. We all have the ones that we hate. We all have the ones that we don't like as much. We all have the ones that we, you know, it's just we are human. We have tastes, but we have preferences as well. But the thing is, you shouldn't mix that up when talking about the sport in a professional manner. Those two things should be separate. Opinion and journalism should not touch. I really thought this was your channel. Well, every day you learn something new. No, this is not my channel. Yeah, formation lap in 15 seconds. What if I'm like you and I hate every driver? Yeah, you know, I hate every driver and every team. That's been established, but yet I I commentate every week, and it's a joke, guys. But it's a meme that I'm following up from last week. Okay, formation lap is fully, completely underway now. Yes. Track is wet. Yeah, track is really wet. Say you hate Hamilton for more views. I don't think that will get me more views. Why don't you create your own channel? I have my own channel. It's Ryan F1. I create Formula One journalism there, and the fact that I want to talk about with the topics that I want to touch on with an unbiased and atemporal stance. You can watch every single video on there pretty much, and it will still be up to date, and you will still learn something new there. It's Ryan F1. The link is in the description. If you guys didn't know, yeah, I mean. Right now, I'm not active on the channel because I just don't have the time. But I used to be a regular uploader for like 3 years. Two and a half years. Since 2020 up until the start of this year, from mid 2020. So yeah, if you want to go and subscribe there, you're fully, you know, if you want to go and binge some videos after the race is done, if you want to learn some Formula One history, if you want to talk about some drivers that are not here anymore, some drivers, why did they leave, where are they now? Yeah, I've done a lot of content there, so you want to go and give it a watch, you can always put a video on watch later and come back here to the stream. It's entertaining. I mean, I did it because I loved it, and once it stopped being fun and I didn't have anything more to talk about, and I didn't have the time to put into it, I just, you know, stopped. But yeah. Okay, can you explain what the sprint weekend is? Because I'm new to F1. Yeah, of course. We're gonna have to do this really quick. But there's a sprint race and a sprint qualifying alongside the regular qualifying and regular sprint. You can watch, you can view it as like Friday and Sunday are one weekend, and then Saturday is its own contained thing. Qualifying is earlier on in Saturday, and then we have the race later on. Those are independent completely of the standings of the actual race that are qualified for on Friday, and the race actually happens on Sunday. This format is specific for the sprint weekends. And there are points given out for the first 8 drivers on the sprint race. No points for sprint qualifying, 1 extra point for fastest lap, and this very short race compared to the rest of okay, I think we're gonna do an extra formation lap. Yes, we are. Okay, we're gonna do another formation lap. Okay, so we have a little more time now. Yeah, so normal Formula 1 weekends are comprised of 2 practice sessions, a qualifying on Saturday and then a race on Sunday. But this sprint weekend format is normal qualifying for the race on Friday, and then the race is on Sunday. And then on Saturday, we have the sprint qualifying and the sprint race. Sprint qualifying has a different format as well. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. I feel another one coming. Okay, I think that's it. It's divided, instead of Q1, Q2, and Q3 like regular qualifying, it's SQ1, SQ2, and SQ3. It stands for sprint qualifying. And in SQ1, you have to use hard compound. Yeah, it's definitely enter, says Russell. Okay, good. So in SQ2, you're forced to go on mediums, and in SQ3, you're forced to go on softs. And that's pretty much it. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Lufex. And Maurice Casey. And yeah, we're gonna get a rolling start probably. The safety car, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes in at the end of this lap. And drivers and most teams are gonna be preparing for their cars to come in for a set of inters, because that's well, what some drivers have been saying is the tire that we should be that they should be on right now. And yeah, let's see at the end of this lap how this unfolds. What do you think about the Mercedes crawling on results despite so much upgrades? They are doing quite well. I think it's fine. Verstappen radio. The plan is for 4 laps behind the safety car. We have 12 laps. We're gonna get the lap counter just updated. We have 12 laps of this race. Four formation laps, so let's hope that those don't also detract from the lap counter that's just decreased as well. Because if it's 4 formation laps, then like that detract from the 12 laps that we get already. We're only gonna get 8 laps. 8 laps. That's absolutely nothing. Is it raining so hard? No, it's not raining at all. Okay, there's no countdown of laps then. It looks like it's gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna get 11 actual laps of racing. That's probably got to do with fuel, yeah. 5 formation laps, no, 4. Or is this gonna be the first of 12 actual laps? 8 laps. I have no clue, guys. I think it's gonna be 12 laps of actual racing, because we went across the line a few minutes ago, and it didn't, a few seconds ago, and it didn't go from lap 1 to lap 2. So perhaps the graphic will be frozen on lap 1 of 12 until the safety car comes in. And then everyone will also come in, because there will be fitting inters, but that's, yeah. This will be good thing this isn't the actual race and this is just a sprint race, because this will be an absolute joke. Eight laps. Are we actually gonna just get 8 laps of racing? They could definitely race here. Yeah, okay. I'm just listening to what's going on in the circuit. It's insane. Some aquaplaning on the track. Nope. No aquaplaning. If you guys could see the track, it's like not even. I mean, it's some spray, but you can definitely see the asphalt all throughout. I mean, there's no puddles anywhere. There's no puddles. I feel sorry for the spectators. Yeah, me too. I really do. I mean, they've stood there in the rain, and now they're gonna get just an absolute joke. Let's see. Is it gonna be 12 laps? We're gonna see as they come across the start-finish line. No. Good. Okay, so we're actually gonna get 12 laps of racing. We're gonna get 12 full laps of actual racing. That's better than 8. That's definitely better than 8. Formation lap ending? Yes, the formation lap. No, I mean, we have a few more, but they will not count towards the actual, the actual laps of the sprint. Verstappen team radio? It's drying quick. You could definitely already drive. I think with inters. I think what they are doing right now is getting 20 cars to displace water with the intermediate, with a wet weather tire, which moves a lot of water very quickly. And as soon as a dry line starts to develop, because of the amount of, like, they're using them as drying tractors. Like we saw Lance Stroll earlier before. They're using all the cars like that. 4 laps of just wet weather tire running, and I think as soon as that's over, they will hop on board to Inters and the race will start. They are on wet right now. They are, yes. So as soon as this lap ends, we'll get 1 extra lap of Stroll running, and then as soon as we are done, we will actually get started on the race. And the teams are preparing for the cars to come in. Yeah, everyone will be fitting Inters, looks like. Will these 20 cars still have fuel to race? Yeah, that's why the lap counter has been decreased to 11. Now it's down to 11. Okay. It was 15 and now it's down to 11. And I'm sure they are on like max fuel saving mode right now, not using up any more fuel than they absolutely need to complete the formation laps. Double stack pit stops. I think 20 cars are going to go through the pits as soon as we get going. Perhaps some drivers will do the extra lap as to not double stack and to avoid chaos, but most of them will, well, everyone will be coming between the first and second laps. That's pretty much for sure. Using wet tires to pump out water. That's an F1 way to do it. Yep. I mean, that's my hypothesis. It makes sense. I would say makes sense. Honestly. They're going to fuck up their box 100%. Yeah. Yeah, probably, yeah. Okay, so there's pretty much no spray now across in between turn 1 and turn 2. That was a very big problem last lap, and now it's been almost fully solved. So that makes a lot of sense. The the thing that I said about the wet weather tires removing water from the circuit. Safety car will enter the pits, and we will have a rolling start procedure. Safety car in this lap. Okay, we're gonna have to... We need to get ready for commentating. Okay, let's go. Hello, hi William. You just got here in time. Sprint race should have been over by now for like over 10 minutes. No. Yeah, it should have been over at 12, like 50 minutes ago, but we're just getting started, so you're just in time. I'm kind of hungry. It's almost 1 p.m. Okay. Let's see, we're through the second sector, the middle of the second sector pretty much. Gonna start the third one very shortly. Rolling start, yes. Okay, Verstappen coming through turn 15 right now. The safety car's going away. Prepare for pit lane chaos. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. Which cars are gonna go in, which cars are gonna stay out, because I mean, for Verstappen it wouldn't make much sense to come in at right now, because I mean, he would probably come out in traffic with all the other cars, and that's Verstappen going. That's Verstappen flooring it through turn 17 into 18, and let's see what happens as soon as... No one can overtake, remember, until we start, we go across the start-finish line. We got a lot of spray, and are they gonna be coming in? That's Norris coming in, that's Carlos Sainz coming in, that's the Alpine, that's Lewis Hamilton, that's Checo Perez coming in, that's one of the Alpines, that's Ocon, that's Ricardo, I think, also coming in. That's Stroll. Okay, so one of every car pretty much came in. Ricardo, Albon, Stroll, Bottas, and Hülkenberg came in. That's the front-running car of most teams. Okay. And now they are going to be coming in. The rest of the cars, I would assume. Yeah, no one's overtaking anyone. They just want to get it in. Let's see if Piastri can actually, yeah, take full advantage of those intermediate tires. And if he comes out ahead of Verstappen, that would definitely be something to look out for. Verstappen is already way in front of Leclerc, way in front of Norris. And then we have Ocon, Russell, Sargent, Alonso, Tsunoda, Magnussen, and Zhou, as Piastri is almost catching up, I would say, to Zhou on the back of the non-stoppers. Let's see, Verstappen through turn 10 into 11. The chaos has started. Oh yes, lap 1 out of 11. Oh yeah, Piastri is catching up. Oh! He's so quick. He's really close to Zhou. Where is Sainz? Sainz is really far behind. Sainz is down to P15. He had a really bad stop. You guys talked about it. It happened. Really bad stop. Piastri is already catching up to Zhou. He may be losing some time there, trying to overtake, because that's not gonna be red flags. That's not gonna be blue flags. That's just gonna be regular all running. Now on board with Piastri as he just gets past Zhou and Yu in P11. That's Max Verstappen coming in. Let's see what pit stop can they execute and where will he be coming out, in front or behind Oscar Piastri. Looks like it's gonna be perhaps behind. Yeah, I don't really see him. That's Inters going in. That's a slow stop, and that's behind Norris. Yeah, everyone else is coming in. Piastri's already making his way through across turn 1. Oh, is Verstappen gonna be in front? Verstappen's at the pit exit. I think that's Piastri ahead. Yeah, that's Piastri up ahead. 1 second. That's Piastri leading the sprint race by over a second now. A second and a half. That was really good for all the guys who stopped at the start, and that was really bad for all the guys who had to do that extra lap. Yeah, that's Piastri leading from Verstappen. Then it's Gasly in 3rd place ahead of Checo Perez, Lewis Hamilton in P5. Then it's Sainz and Leclerc P6 and P7. Really bad stop for both of the Ferraris. Then it's Norris in P8. Yeah, slow stop for him as well. P8 for him already. Ricardo, Ocon in P10, and it's Stroll, Russell, Albon, Bottas, Alonso, Hülkenberg, Sargent, and Alonso just got overtaken by Nico Hülkenberg. Then it's Sargent, Tsunoda, Magnussen, and Zhou. Piastri is still leading this race by a second and a half now. 1.6 seconds. The McLaren is ahead. Okay, yeah, so looks like around the second sector, Piastri's just faster. He's just pulling a gap to Max Verstappen in 2nd place, 1.7 seconds there. Let's see what Verstappen can do to counteract that. Now across into the 3rd sector they go. Past turn 15 into 16. 1.7. The gap is not getting smaller. It looks like it's getting bigger. Oh god, just as I say that, it shrinks, and it shrinks fast. Gasly is slowing everyone down. The gap between Verstappen and Gasly is almost 4 seconds, and Gasly means the rest of the field behind him as well, because remember, he's in 3rd place right now as the front wing shakes. Okay, Checo is looking to make an overtake there on the Alpine into turn 1. He goes around the inside. I don't think he's going to be able to make the move here. Perhaps into turn 4, into turn 5 maybe even. Max like, not on my watch. Yeah, the gap is 0.8 of a second now. It's shrunk by almost a second in this last lap. Oh, Verstappen's trying to show himself, make himself known. So is Checo Perez. Yeah, Perez is really struggling to overtake the Alpine. Wait, Ocon on wet tires? Oh yeah, Ocon didn't... Is that a bugged graphic? Ocon stopped for another set of wets? No, that doesn't make much sense. He stopped for another set of wets. Let me switch the stream right here. Go on board with Ocon there. No, he's on Inters. Okay, so it's the graph is messing up. Everyone is on Inters. So don't worry about that. Switch the stream once again to the data channel. Yeah, no. Ocon didn't fit a new set of wets. That's just a graph that's not really working. Oh! That's Alonso into the barrier! Alonso's out of the race, and that's a safety car. That's the Aston Martin out. What happened there? Rare Alonso crash. Yeah, rare Alonso crash. So that's why I want to see what actually happened here. Did he get pushed off? Was he actually just aquaplaning? Did he go to a wet line that wasn't... Let's see what happened. bad weekend, bad birthday, really bad birthday. I think it's one of the worst birthdays that he's ever had. I mean, bad qualifying, out in Q2, 15th place start, and now the first retirement of the sprint race weekend. Yeah, he's out at the end of turn 15. Turn 11, sorry, not turn 15. Why did I say? I read 11, wanted to say 11 and said 15. Let's see a replay right now. Okay, downhill into turn 10. Oh! Yeah, okay, so he rode the curve a bit too hard and spun, lost the rear, trying to overtake Hulkenberg. Yeah. Let's see now a third person view. Yeah, okay, the rear touched the curve a bit too much and he was then beached on the gravel. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Oh well. Okay, safety car now. That's gonna be a big problem for Piastri on the restart and for Gasly as well if he wants to keep his podium. Safety car lap 4. I think that's an easy recovery. The car is pretty much gonna be just like picked up, put out, and I think we should get going at the end of the next lap. But no one stayed on the wets hoping for a safety car. Yeah, that would have been. But I mean, a safety car is exceedingly rare in this Formula One. It's exceedingly rare, and I mean the time lost would have been enough for like if 2 laps went by without a safety car, 2 more laps, it just the advantage would have just disappeared. I mean, it's not like someone had a mechanical problem or something. It was just a regular like spin. It was unpredictable. It was not a systemic failure or anything of the sort. Why not VSC? Because they decided to pull out the full safety car. Verstappen team radio. Okay, Max. So Intel is Piastri left-hand side tire is already suffering. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's drifting everywhere. Okay. So Piastri is already struggling with the left-hand tires. Let's see what comes of it when we get a restart, which I would expect would be at the end of this lap. We've been speaking for almost 2 hours now. How many laps left? Well, safety car is ending. It's going to be coming in this lap. We have, at the end of this one, it's going to be the start of lap 6, so it's going to be 5 laps to go. Sargent is under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. Safety car is going to be coming in this lap. Magnussen team radio. It's drying there very, very fast. So at this pace, I think it could be dry at the end. We should think about that. Kevin Magnussen says so. Perhaps the Haas will be making an extra stop to try and see what comes out of of the dry weather tires at the end of this lap, at the end of this race. Sorry. Okay, Piastri, let's see. He's trying to do a mirror restart of what happened to Verstappen, looks like. He's slowing everyone down at the end of 15. So, I mean, pretty much as soon as the safety car is through 18, they will start pushing. No one can overtake until they cross the start-finish line. Once they do that, they can overtake, but before then, it's illegal, and you'll have to either give the position back or be penalized for it. And green flags. Okay, we are going again. No DRS, of course. I don't know if I had to clarify, but just in case I did. Oh, Chico almost went into the back of Gasly in the chicane there. Perez goes wide. Yellow flag on the third sector. What happened there? That's Tsunoda. Tsunoda, did he spin? Oh, and Sainz goes around the inside. Lewis Hamilton almost tries to make an overtake on Checo Perez. As Oscar Piastri is now gonna pretty much get overtaken. Now 0.2 of a second is the gap between him and Max Verstappen. As they come across turn 4 on top of a Rouge and into turn 5. That's Max Verstappen around the outside, makes the move down, gets in front, and is up in first place before turn 5. Max Verstappen, the new race leader, as Albon moves up 2 places. Oh, and moves down 2 places again. Okay, I don't really know what happened there with the timing. I think Yuki Tsunoda screwed the start there, choked on turn 18. Let's see, on board with Max Verstappen, a replay of the overtake around the outside, a clean move through just straight line speed, no DRS or anything, but just straight line speed, and into turn 5, he was up ahead. Gasly is still holding on to the third place. Logan Sargent has just gotten a penalty, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that's Checo Perez in 4th place, still trying to get past the Alpine and not being able to. That's a bit of a problem there for a car that's so fast as the Red Bull, because now he is being threatened by Lewis Hamilton. Goes side by side around the inside, tries to get the move. There's contact. There's contact. They touch, and that's the side of yeah. Oh, he closes the door, Sergio Perez, to Lewis Hamilton there as they go through turn 15. My God. Oh, that was a hard overtake. Yeah, that was the door closed, and that's Carlos Sainz now trying to go around the inside. That's Lewis Hamilton. That's the three-way battle for 4th place. That Lewis Hamilton looks to be on top of as we get into turn 1. Takes the wide line. Checo has the inside, but I think Hamilton has the dry outside line. As now Carlos Sainz is now side by side. Is Checo going to close him like he did with Esteban India in 2017? No, he does not. That's Carlos Sainz up in 4th place, up into 5th place, sorry. That's Checo Perez, who drops down even more as now Leclerc is looking to overtake him as well. Leclerc's now in 7th place. He goes around the outside. Is he going to be dropping another place? Checo Perez, he closes the door. Yes, he does. That's Checo dropping down to 7th place as Max Verstappen says the new fastest lap of the race and goes 2 seconds faster than Oscar Piastri. That's his teammate Checo Perez with a complete contrast of a race as he now looks to be overtaken by the McLaren of Lando Norris around the outside in turn 8. No, that does not manage to make the move happen. It was a really weird move. Ricardo's up into 9th place. Yeah. Checo's dropping like a stone. Perez Team Radio. Yeah, I have no rear grip. Yeah, it looks like that's the case, dude. It shows. It really does show. Through turn 12 they go. That's Lando Norris still holding his ground, trying to make the overtake stick. Still, that's Hamilton now trying to get past Pierre Gasly. Half a second is the gap between those two. That's the closest of pretty much everyone, as that's Checo Perez, who goes wide. Goes really wide, loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places behind the Alpha behind the Haas as well of Nico Hülkenberg. That's an absolutely disgusting move there. Yeah, very, very, very bad. Yeah, I mean, those tires, I think he just didn't get them to temperature. think the temperature dropped out of those tires, and now Checo's dropping down even more, down to P16. Is he gonna keep dropping now? Looks like Kevin Magnussen likes to, wants to overtake there. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, investigating Perez and Hamilton for causing a collision. Let's see what's gonna happen after that. Perez now holding on to that P16 as we're looking at Lewis Hamilton trying to make the move that Perez couldn't do. 0.3 of a second the gap between those two as they come into the second sector. Gasly's got a lot of pace today. Oh, Magnussen gets past Checo Perez as the Red Bull drops down to 17th place. Oh, the podium for Antoine. Oh yeah, that would be really poetic there for Gasly. Let's see, but Hamilton looks extremely quick now. Half a second, 0.4. Is he gonna be able? I mean, the Mercedes has been the slipperiest car this weekend, holding the straight line speed. Yeah, the better and the best. Sorry, and now at the exit of turn 15, that's gonna be a challenge for Gasly to hold on to that third place. Let's see. So far, they are. Yeah, the gap is almost a second now. Looks like Gasly held him off on the second sector. Yeah. That's good. Let's see if Hamilton, perhaps he has damage due to the Checo Perez coming together. Let's see if there is a bit of... Oh, yeah. Okay, so Checo's retiring the car. It is the second retirement of the weekend. Retirement of the car by Perez as Russell gets past Ocon. Ocon gets past Russell. Russell has the inside line into turn 1. And that's the Mercedes making the move and getting up into 9th place. Checo is done, says Jose. Yeah, he really is. Surprising to hear it from you, but... Now the gap is extending to 0.1 of a second. Gasly may just be able to hold on to this one. Piastri in second place. The Alpine is in third as Ocon is now fighting once again with George Russell. Russell remakes the overtake and retakes that position. He holds on to that 9th place for at least another sector. 8 laps already. Yeah, 8 laps already. Who do you think was at fault for Perez and Lewis? I think it was there was not a gap there, and Checo was so within his right. I think it was a racing incident more than anything. Lewis Hamilton, 5-second time penalty in the end there. So the stewards disagreed with me. Hamilton did cause that collision, apparently, and now that 5 seconds in this short of a race, with this short of gaps, would put him down 1, 2, 3, would put him down to 8th place right now behind Daniel Ricciardo. Sorry, in front of Daniel Ricciardo. Well, around Daniel Ricciardo. Let's just see. Let's just say that. I think it was a bit of a... Yeah, I would have said it was a racing incident, that penalty. That incident, sorry, but yeah, apparently it was warranting a penalty for them. George Russell looks like now to be side by side with Daniel Ricciardo, going for the overtake into turn 1 like he did with Ocon. Goes around the outside, and I think, yep, I think that's a position already taken. George Russell goes up into 8th place. Lewis Hamilton just cannot catch Pierre Gasly there. Looks like the podium is his. Let's see, 5/10 of a second, the gap between Hamilton and Gasly, they seem to be catching up. The gap seems to be dropping, but it has never dropped down below 4/10 of a second. The closest that it was at the right after the overtake on Hamilton on Checo Perez with that extra slipstream boost. But right now, ever since, just doesn't seem like it's going to be a move that's completely feasible. Let's see, the gap now between the two is 7/10 of a second as they come through the second sector into turn 10. Oh, that's a little bit wide for Charles Leclerc. He almost goes into the gravel a little bit. Looks like this is going to be intermediates through and through. There's not going to be any soft tires or dry weather tires fitted to the end of this race. We only have one lap remaining. That wouldn't just make much sense. Hamilton once again, let's see, he wants to get the move done right now. He's got an extra incentive because of that penalty. He's got 5 seconds. It's going to drop a lot of places if he doesn't get the move done. That's over a second now. Remember, we don't have the arrest, so that really doesn't matter, but no points for Ricciardo right now as he drops out of the top 8. Right now we have Perez running in front of Piastri, then it's Gasly, Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, and Russell in the points. Outside we have Ricciardo, Ocon, Stroll, Albon, Bottas, Sargent, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Zhou, and Tsunoda. Perez and Alonso are both out as we start the final lap of the sprint race, with Max Verstappen already extending his lead up into over 6 seconds from Piastri in that McLaren. 8/10 of a second is now the gap between the two between Gasly and Hamilton. Lewis can't even pass Gasly. Yeah, he's probably got damage from that collision with Checo Perez. That's probably what's been hindering him so far this race. But the Ferraris are not even coming close to overtaking him either. So I would say that's more of a problem of Ferrari than a problem of Mercedes. Gasly is just insane today. He's on fire, and I think it's pretty much a done deal right now. As almost almost the last opportunity already gone as they go into the second sector, where Gasly usually pulls a bit of a gap on Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes into turn 8. Yep, and I think that's Max Verstappen. Oh, well, 6.5 seconds ahead of Oscar Piastri. Insane. Final lap, guys. This is the final lap. Hamilton was behind and rammed him in the corner by moving to the... they were side by side. Checo closed in on him, but he didn't move out. I mean, you could see it either way. Honestly, to me, it was a racing incident, that one. That's Gasly's position, already done. Yep. So that's Verstappen across the line to win again. Okay, across the line, Max Verstappen wins. Then it's Piastri who's gonna come home in second place. Oscar Piastri with McLaren, his first ever podium. And then it's going to be Pierre Gasly holding off that Mercedes to finish in third place. Then it's gonna be Hamilton in fourth, Sainz in fifth, Leclerc in sixth, Norris P7, and then it's Russell P8, and that is gonna be it for the points. Of course, Verstappen also got the fastest lap, and that point. Then it's going to be Ocon, Ricciardo. Oh, the penalty. Let's see. The penalty applied drops Hamilton down to 7th place. So that's Sainz in P4, Leclerc in P5, Norris in P6, Hamilton P7. Then it's Russell on P8. Okay. That's a sprint race that we actually managed to see. We didn't really know we were going to be able to see anything at one point today, but yeah, glad we actually managed to see some racing, and yeah, that was it for us today. I hope you stuck around, hope you enjoyed. It was a bit of a long one for 10 laps of racing. Congratulations, Oscar Piastri, my god, and of course Pierre Gasly as well. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna go eat something, and I see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh yeah, remember to hit the like. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, if you haven't already. If you want to check out my content like we talked about before, the link is in the description. It's Ryan F1. You can also look it up on YouTube, and that's gonna be it for me today. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.